Hi, my name is CJ Jordan, and this is going to be mathematical vocabulary strategies. So the content is obviously mathematics, and specifically the vocab used on this PowerPoint is going to be for 8th graders, but it could also be 9th graders since it's going to be an algebra class, and depending on the high school, some algebra classes are offered to freshmen also, so it could really be for either of those. So the vocabulary strategy that I chose to work with is the word family tree. So a description of the word family tree is that it chooses one word. In other vocabulary strategies, it might have multiple words and kind of give a definition for all of them. But for the word family tree, you only use one word, which is presented in that circular box right there in the center. And then you can use memories. You can have relative words or relative words, which are words that are fully or partially composed of the word and the strategy. Also, you can figure out what the root word is and what it means, so you learn a little history of the word. And you could also figure out, what type of careers use this word and in what contexts, because some words are used in a variety of different places, and it's important to understand all of them. So, oh, sorry. How I became familiar about this word family tree is that it was presented to me in the book Classroom Strategies for Interactive Learning by Buell, specifically the 4th edition. So if you wanted to learn more about the word family tree, like how to use it in a classroom and how it benefits students and things more really digging into the word family tree, you could find this in pages 221 to 224. Or if you just wanted a empty example, sort of like this one, this was found on page 260. So why would I use this strategy? Well, specifically, this can help you with your future knowledge, which relates back to those relative words that I spoke of. So if you know a relative word, which means a word that is composed of the word in the word family tree, that means that you know the basic meaning of that word already, even though it's not the exact same word. So examples of this could be well, my future example is going to be intersect. So you have intersection, intersected, intersects, that type of thing. Those are all relative words. Also, other classes, this could benefit your other classes in the way that I said that you could learn a word that is used in a variety of different ways, and that can benefit your other classes. And again, why I would use this strategy is that it narrows down the word history, and that's kind of interesting for a student to learn about. All languages are mostly composed of other languages, and so we get to learn like where our words came from and the very beginning meaning of the word that we were using. So, how would I integrate this strategy? So here's an example of what I did. Like I said, I used intersection, relative words being intersect, intersected, intersects, intersectional, non-intersectional. Okay, so how I would integrate this strategy is that I would begin to ask the students how they would use the word in their daily lives. So how would you use intersection? And then they can think about the way that they use it in their regular vocabulary. And once they understand the meaning of what they think the meaning of intersection is, then I would bring in the math lesson and kind of just discuss with them what it means in the lesson that I'm teaching. And then they'll be able to connect it in their brains, and hopefully that'll help them to remember it better because they're relating it to themselves. So, how does it affect more vocab? So what you can do with the fact that you learn intersection is that now you can use a visual also. So you notice that these north and south line also intersects with this west and east line. So if a teacher was just to give you this photo and they said find the point of intersection, well, because you know the definition of intersection, you know the point. And then also you can use it in your future classes, because this point right here is called a vertex. And so basically That's similar to intersection because look, they obviously intersect each other. It's just the point where they meet instead of the point where they go through each other. Very similar though. So how would I assess if this helped my students in learning their vocabulary? Well, obviously you could use a quiz, but that's not going to be very beneficial on the account that you only learned one vocabulary word, so that quiz would be sort of pointless. In a math classroom, you would probably choose the assignment pathway and the fact that the assignment's probably going to be based on the vocabulary that you learned, and to be able to complete the assignment, you would have to understand the vocabulary. Another way you could do it is you could use a discussion. So you could just talk to the students about other ways they might use the word. Other career paths, other classrooms, the way that they previously used the word, maybe the way people would use the word incorrectly. Things like that might spark an interest. And then also you could use this to have them create their own word family tree. I realized that as I went through and made the word family tree, I learned a lot about my word, and now I know the definition from a better understanding. So if a student was able to create their own family tree, they would probably understand it better also. So that is my screencast about the word family tree. I thought it was a great vocab strategy, and if you guys need one, I suggest using it. Thank you.